So there are many challenges in regional policies, in cohesion policies, right? And when you look at the chapter in this book, for instance, you realize that there are many different ways to look at those challenges. But I think there is one very specific, very important challenge that, in a way, is not discussed enough when people are discussing regional coherence across the EU, is that border regions and cross-border regions today represent 40% of the territory of the EU and 36% of the EU population. And in those border regions, because of the size, the limited size of the regional policies, the budget, right, about 35% of the EU budget, and because of the stability of the EU budget at 1.2% of GDP of all the member states, it's capped. And these border regions in these regional policies have had an increased budget, but it remains capped. It remains, in a way, stable. Yet, these borderlanders, for instance, were the ones who suffered the most from COVID. They had sometimes hospitals on the other side of the boundary line. The boundary line was closed. That illustrates the kind of challenge that they have. But it's a deeper challenge. The issue is that these border regions, these borderlanders, people who live in these borderlands, are really not at the table when states discuss with other states on the other side of the border or with the EU institutions what policies should affect them. They don't have a voice. And that is a major challenge. I call this the future local democracy challenge in regional policies. And I think that when you look in the future, this will become one of the key, in a way, aspects of regional coherence and regional policies in the EU. Thank you.